Hey, what's up, Squirrely Army? Yes, this is a pink blanket. This is a pink blanket. What of it? Yeah, anyway, guys, there's something I want to tell you guys. This week sucked, so I don't have anything to talk about today. Oh, wait a second. I have a lot of things to talk about with you guys today. Odds are this video is going to be... Okay, I'm going to take a random guess right now and just see how long my video is going to be. I have no timer whatsoever. There's no timer on my camcorder, so I have no idea. I'm going to guess that this video is going to run for about 15 minutes and 29 seconds. We're just going to see how close I can get to 15 minutes and 29 seconds. If I don't get it, or if I'm within about a minute short or a minute longer, that's pretty impressive. So, without further ado, I'm going to continue with my rant for the week. Squirrely Army, how are you guys doing? How are you doing? It's like, what, 12:01 right now. Crap. I'm a little late. It is no longer Friday. It is now Saturday. I am behind on my video. Fudgesicles! But anyway, guys, we had a huge, I wouldn't say exactly a huge snowstorm. It was predicted to be a huge snowstorm last week, and it happened on Friday, so I told you guys this in my last video, so I wanted to say, I told you guys that it was going to be a big one. I may be walking around in a lot of snow, but it was so bad. It wasn't even that bad. Everyone was like chickening out of work, and they were calling out of work not because they couldn't handle a little bit of snow. I was like, dudes, you live in New England, or, I mean, you go to school here, so at the very least, you knew what to expect when you got to the school. So don't be calling out of work if you can't do the time and leave your own dorm for a little bit of snow. I ended up walking, I wasn't supposed to work last Friday, so I was like, you know what? Everyone's calling out of work, so they're probably going to need a little extra help. So, hey, I'm here. I'm going to do a little bit of extra work and get paid a little bit of extra money so that I can, pay for rent and pay for a lot of other assorted items. But the funniest part about this story is that the day after it's like all the snow had done and landed and stuff, I was like, okay, I'm going to go back to work because Saturday I'm supposed to be working and I'm going to work. And I had just about packed up and I was ready to go, so I went outside about 50 feet out the door. I'm like, I left my bag inside, didn't I? Because I was like, where are the straps? Oh my god, I left my backpack back inside! So I had to go back through the snowbank, and it was like 2-3 feet deep, and my feet were absolutely frozen by the time I got out of that, and it was just not fun at all. But overall, I got paid, so it doesn't even flippin' matter. Does it? Right? Right? The heck? I don't know if you guys heard that, but there was a firework thing or something, and there was a giant firecracker. I'm like, whoa! What is that? But, let's see. Back to on the same topic as the snow thing. Now, what happened is, okay, college students are still very, very mature. So guess what the very first thing that I saw when I went outside of work after everyone had their snow fun. I don't know if I'm even allowed to say it, but I'm going to say it. Male genitalia. I think that's kind of age appropriate to say. I don't want to say the other words, but I was thinking to myself, college students are so immature. I'm like, wow. I still laughed. It was hilarious. I'm sorry. I have the mindset of a 10-year-old. You say boobies and I laugh. I'm like, oh my god, I can't even handle it right now. It was just hilarious. But it was just hilarious. Yeah, on my way to class that, what was it, Monday, like, the snow had finally been cleared and stuff, and I'm like, yep, time to go to class. Great, I'm gonna be slipping and sliding and everything. Sorry, I've been, like, coughing, like, up a storm. I don't even know what happened. I was just coughing, like, heaving. It was really bad. I got some water and I was still not okay. But, like, almost slipped going downhill, and I almost slipped outside of my own house on my way to work. That was pretty funny. Segue! So, segueing. I get out of my house the day after the snowstorm, and then I almost slipped on my way out, but I didn't slip any other time on the way to work. The only other time I did slip was literally 3 feet out the door from work. I'm like, great. I made it all the way here, and I almost fall on my face. And it's, what? Broken back. Sorry, I'm already outside the door. I'm just gonna go back home, call an ambulance. I'm going to fall on my back. Which I didn't do, but still, that would have been absolutely hilarious. But I had, on my way to class, I slipped, and then all of a sudden, I'm like, whew, shake it off. Like a boss, shake it off. And then I turn around, and then about 3 other people slipped in the exact same spot that I slipped in, so I'm like, thank you. I'm not the only person who has no sense of balance when it comes to ice. That's just really weird. But what is even weirder is that I think it was Monday, maybe Tuesday or something, and what happened was I went to the library to study, because that's obviously what you do at the library. You study! Now what happened was I went to the bathroom. Great! Bathroom time! Yeah, no, this isn't one of those crappy stories in the pooper. But I went to the stall, and the stall right next to me, guess what I find on the floor? Yeah, that's right, a pair of boxers. Who leaves their boxers on the floor of a bathroom? What, you had to take a poop so bad you just decided to take your pants off and your boxers and leave them on the floor? What are you walking around on campus? Like, what are you walking around in, like, down here around campus? What are you wearing? I'm just baffled. I'm dumbfounded. Oh my, it was so weird. I told so many people that, and they're like, they didn't get it either. Hell, if I ever understand what the hell's going on in that person's mind. Like, seriously. But, back to the topic of snow. There are some people who can brave the snow a lot easier than everybody else. Now, like this one kid, like, I think it was about 2 years ago up until this year, or last year. I think he finally graduated. I think he was in my grade. I mean, I should have actually graduated last year with everybody else, but no, I still have to stay in school a little bit longer to finish up my degree. But nonetheless, there was this guy who would only wear, like, he would wear shorts every single day. And I'm like, dude, are you not cold at all? I never told him that, but dude, are you not cold? But it wasn't until there was legit snow on the ground that he finally puts on some pants. And this guy was really weird looking too. He was sketchy. He was like, he wore like these, like, the short white shorts that came slightly about 3/4 up his pant, like, or a quarter. I don't know the reference point, but it didn't go past his knees. And he wore this like Hawaiian t-shirt. He had long curly, like really curly brown hair, and it was like really mullety kind of hair or something. And he also had a really big unibrow. It was, I'm not hating, I'm not judging. Actually, I am. It was actually rather unattractive, and I was like, wow, dude, are you ever gonna get laid? Are you ever gonna get laid, dude? Probably not. Sorry, I that's my mean self coming through. Sorry. I won't complain because I'm probably like the ugliest guy on campus too. No big deal. But let's see. Do you guys remember? Yeah, these stories have no coherence, like no like relevance to each other, because there's so many stories that I'm telling you guys over the week, because there's so many things to talk about. Like, I mean, if you guys don't enjoy this stuff, I'll stop doing these things, but I'm going to do this because I've been able to do this for the past 3 weeks. I'm going to keep going. There's a lot of things that go on at this school, and it's, like, amazing, and it's always fun. And on Sunday, it's going to be even cooler, because I'm going to have my game night, not gay, game night with some coworkers, and it's going to be pretty heckin' awesome. Because we did that at the end of the semester last semester, and we had a riot, kind of a blast. But, back to the topic of gay. Apparently someone thought I was gay. I don't get it. I have a girlfriend, and I am not gay. There's, like, come on guys, get with the program. Just because I'm hanging out with a dude at a bar, like, and it's obviously loud, there's music playing, what sounds like, hey, this is my best friend, made them somehow think that I was gay with the guy. I'm like, dude, I'm not hating on gay people, but still, it kind of was offensive to make him think that having him think I was slightly gay. I'm like, yeah, no, I don't roll like that, dude. Sorry. I think he really wanted me to hug him, though, because I don't know, I was giving out hugs. On a normal basis, I like to give out hugs a lot. You might have figured that out. Like last week, I told you guys that I was at work and I was giving people free hugs just because, for the fun of it, right? It was actually really fun. But, back to, what the heck was I talking about right before that? Oh, right, games. As a kid, what was awesome, like, or really annoying, is when you say the same thing as someone else, and then they call jinx on you, right? So you can't talk until someone calls your name. And I'm at work when this happens, so my coworker jinxes me, and he's like, ha ha, Ralph, you can't talk. Like, he's like, yes, finally, he's shutting up. No more talking from him. And I'm like, I couldn't talk. And this what just happened to be the same day that I forget my name tag at work, so no one is gonna say my name. It was the worst 5 minutes of my life. I couldn't speak. So what I was trying to do was I was pointing to people I actually knew, like jumping up and down, waving my arms up and down, like skipping around, doing anything at all possible to get them to say my name. Say my name, when no one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. You ain't running hide. I probably butchered the words. Can someone tell me what the real words are? I'd love to know, because I don't remember the words. That's a really old song. Now, the next day, like, after that, I had class in the morning at 9:30. It's a normal day. Everything's going all smoothly, and then all of a sudden, boom! Opera's playing behind us. And we're like, what kind of class is this? It was going so loudly. They were watching some kind of movie or film or something, and there was just a lot of it. And I'm like, wow. I'm like, Professor, excuse me. This environment is not conducive to my learning experience. May I go home? He just cracked up, and I was like, yeah. I'm that guy. I'm pretty hilarious, aren't I? Yeah. But it happened again on Thursday, and I'm like, Professor, seriously, this is still not conducive. Can I go home? And he thought that was absolutely hilarious, and I'm like, yes, I am awesome. I'm awesome. And that's the end of that bit. So, being the good guy that I am, on my way to the bus stop, I happened upon a cell phone face down in the snow, and I'm like, okay, I'll just pick up this phone, and okay, there's about 3% battery left on this thing, so I'm like, am I gonna just be a douchebag and hold on to the phone and not return it? Or or am I going to try my best with the 3% that I have on this thing to return it to its rightful owner? So what I did was opened the phone, and there was a missed call about 7 hours before I picked up the phone. I'm like, that's probably around the time that he lost his phone. But then when I actually got it back to him, he said that he didn't even notice that he lost it. Like, he didn't even realize it fell out of his pocket. Oh crap, I spoiled it. Oops. I meant to, like, go from the beginning and not tell you that I already gave it to him, but now that you guys know that I gave it to him, I looked at the phone. I was like, try to figure out who I'm going to text. Not going to text his parents, because I don't want his parents to, like, know that he lost his phone, because I'm pretty sure no parent wants to know that their kid lost their phone, especially when you're under the age of 15. So I checked the phone, I texted people, and only 2 people got back to me. One person got back to me, and one person called me, and it was the same person, and I'm like, do you know whose phone this is? I'm just trying to get it back to you. Like, he's like, yeah, it's my buddy's phone. I'm like, oh, sweet. Does he go to the same school as me, or does he go to one of the colleges, like, near us? And he's like, no, he goes to the same school as me. So I'm like, awesome, makes it so much easier. So I have, at this point, 1% battery left, and I'm like, so, real quick, where can I meet you to give you your phone back? And he's like, yeah, we can meet at the library or something. Okay, we'll meet at the library. So I say, I have to be really smart about it, so what I did was I'm like, I'm going to take this phone to the library, I'm going to be the guy in the purple sweater, the red maroon beanie cap, and I'll be wearing a semi-green backpack. So once I sent that, I also had one other description. I typed in, also, I'm a dude, so you're going to be looking for a dude.